Hi children. Good evening everyone. Hope you all have written your exam very well. So today we are going to discuss about your question paper of 9th class students. So most probably if we observe this question paper which you wrote it yesterday, it's slightly lengthy paper, but the concepts they gave in each chapter are in a basic way. Okay, they covered most of the chapters as we discussed the plan of marks and the weightage from each chapter. So they gave it accordingly, but they tested your basics, but slightly lengthy. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about mathematics part first. Okay, so in this mathematics part, if you observe the first question, identify the correct coordinates of the vertices of rectangle OABC from the adjoining figure. So they gave a figure here, okay, which is a graphical way. So they're asking to find the rectangular part, only the rectangular part OABC. Here if you observe the graph carefully, they gave OABC and PQRS also, but they're asking to write only the vertices of OABC. As we can see, O is nothing but origin and capital A is a point lying on x-axis and capital C is lying on y-axis and capital B in both, not on x and y-axis, it is in the middle. Okay, so if you observe the graph carefully, origin is 0, 0 and capital A, as it is lying on x-axis, y coordinate is 0, right? So that's why the point A can be written as 2, 0. Coming to point B, that is 2, 3, because 2 units from x-axis and 3 units from y-axis, that's why 2, 3. And coming to point C, that is lying on y-axis. So the point T will be taken as 0, 3. So answer for this question is option A. Option A is the answer for us. I mean the first option. O is 0, 0, capital A is 2, 0, capital B is 2, 3 and capital C is 0, 3. Okay. Now let's see the next question. Question number 2. A cistern can be filled with one tap in 4 hours and by another tap in 3 hours. How long will it take to fill it if both the taps are opened together? So this is related to time and work application only. They're asking if both the taps are opened together, how long will they take to fill it? So let's see this. As they gave the taps, they can complete in 4 hours and 3 hours. So 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. If I take the LCM as 12, so we'll be getting 4 plus 3, 7 by 12. As we need to take the total time it took. Even if we got the answer in 7 by 12, we need to take the reciprocal, right? So the final answer is 12 by 7 hours, which is option 2. Okay, so the answer for the second question is option 2. Okay, next. If you look at the next question, question number 3. Choose the correct remainder when p of x they gave it and 3x square, p of x is given as 3x square plus 4x plus 5 and they gave this g of x also. According to remainder theorem, so here we need to find the remainder when this polynomial p of x is divided by g of x. Okay, so according to this remainder theorem, what is the logic? Okay, look at the logic. I'm just writing it in a document. So p of x they gave, how much they gave? 3x square plus 4x plus 5. P of x they gave it as 3x square plus 4x plus 5. Coming to this g of x, they gave it as x minus 2. They gave it as x minus 2. So remainder will be p of 2, because if a polynomial is divided by x minus, if p of x is divided by x minus a, so remainder is how much? P of a. So we applied the same logic, p of 2. So if I simplify this p of 2, how much do I get? 3 into 2 square plus 4 into 2 plus 5. 3 into 4 becomes 12 plus 8 plus 5. 12 plus 8 plus 5, which is 25. 25. So the answer is option 2. Option 2 is the answer for this question. Okay. So we got the answer as 25, which is option 2. Next, if you look at the next question, they gave the diagram. They're asking to find angle ABC. If you observe the diagram carefully, as we know, the vertical opposite angles are always equal, right? So if that is 35, this is also 35. Okay. So that is 35 means the remaining part also 35. And this one, it's a straight angle. So that will be 80, right? Okay. So 35 and 80. As we know that is a part of a triangle, right? So we can say the sum of three angles is how much? 180 degrees. As we got 35 and 80. So the remaining angles 35 plus 80 plus angle ABC equals to 180 degrees. So we'll be getting it as ABC equals to 180 minus 115. So the answer is 65 degrees. So the answer for this question is 65 degrees. Okay. Next. You look at the next question. Option 2. We are discussing set L. Okay. We are discussing set L. So answer for the question number 4 is option 2. Next, if you look at the next question, question number 5. Arun bought binder clips. Arun bought binder clips at a rate of 5 for a rupee. 5 for a rupee means for 1 rupee he got 5 clips. He sold them at a rate of 6 for a rupee. So for 1 rupee he sold 6 clips. So here they gave the cost price as well as selling price. They're asking to find loss percentage. So they gave the cost price in such a way for 1 rupee he got 5. So for 1 clip it will be 1 by 5. Okay, so let's see that. So cost price, we got it as cost price of that particular clip, we got it as 1 by 5 rupee, and selling price we got it as 1 by 6. So loss percentage equals to loss by CP, right? So loss by CP into 100. Loss means CP minus SP 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6 by 1 by 5 into 100. Okay. So which means if I do the simplification, we'll be getting 1 by 30 by 1 by 5 into 100. 1 by 30 by 1 by 5 into 100. So if I cancel this, 100 by 6, we'll be getting it as 100 by 6 percentage. Okay, 2 50s, 2 3s. 50 by 3 we got it. Okay, but the answers they gave it in a form of a mixed fraction. 50 by 3 means how would you write that in a form of a mixed fraction? Of course, they gave it in a direct fraction only. So the answer for this question is option 2. 50 by 3 is the answer, which is option 2. Okay, next we are discussing set L. Next question number 6. For what value of m, xy square m equals to 2xy plus 5y whole square minus 2xy minus 5y whole square. We need to find the value of m here. So over here, first we'll try to expand the formula. How would you expand the formula here? If you look at this question carefully, that is in the form of, RHS is in the form of a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. So as we know the formula for a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square, which is 4ab. So I'll explain the same thing. Xy square m equals to 2xy plus 5y whole square minus 2xy minus 5y whole square. So 4ab. That's nothing but if I multiply the numbers, 4 2s 8, 8 5 is a 40 xy square. So if I compare the values, we got the value of m as 40. That's nothing but option 3. So that's nothing but option 3. Okay, next. Let's see the next question. What is the answer? Which is the like term for 84xy square z square? Actually, this question is not a correct one because we don't have an exact answer. If you look at the options, the closest answer is option 2 because 12 into 7, 84 x square y z square. Almost like a close enough answer. Okay, so that is the close enough answer over here. Okay, so that's not, so answer for this question is option 2. Got it? Now coming to the next question, question number 8. In question number 8, they gave a right angle triangle, right? They gave a right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle. Right angle at B. AB equals to how much? Root over 12 square plus 4 square. BC equal to 3 centimeter. Find out the perimeter. As we all know, perimeter is all about sum of all the sides of any particular closed figure, right? So what is the figure they gave? Triangle. So sum of all sides means they gave the value of AB and BC also. But AC is not given. As it is a right angle triangle, it obeys Pythagoras theorem, right? So let's see that part. So as this obeys Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equals to base square plus perpendicular square. Okay. So what happens here? As they gave the diagram in a way that AB they gave it as root 180 because 12 square plus how much? 4 square. 12 square plus 4 square, which is 144 plus 16 root how much? Root 160. Okay, root 160. We got the value of AB as root 160. Next, BC they gave it as 3. So according to Pythagoras theorem, okay, AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. So square is there. So square root gets cancelled. 160 plus 9. AC square equal to 169. So AC is 13. Okay. So we got the value of AC as 13. We got the answer as 13. But they're asking to find the perimeter. So perimeter is nothing but sum of all the sides. Sum of all the sides. As we know, AB, BC, AB. So if I calculate AB and AC and BC, how much do I get? 16 plus root 160. But the answer is not in that format, right? So here we need to convert it still because 160 I can write it as 16 into 10. When 16 comes out, it will be 4 root 10. So the answer for this question is 16 plus 4 root 10. 16 plus 4 root 10. That's nothing but option 1. 16 plus 4 root 10 is the answer, which is option 1. Okay. So the answer for this question is option 1. For the question number 7, the closest answer is 2. Okay, the like term they mentioned, right? So we can consider as an option 2. Because 12 into 7. X, y square, z. X, y square, z square. Okay. So answer for the question number 8 is option 1. Now let's see the question number 9. A bicycle wheel makes 1000 revolutions. A bicycle wheel is making 1000 revolutions in moving 2 kilometers. Okay, bicycle is making 1000 revolutions on covering how much distance? 2 kilometers. They're asking to find diameter of the wheel. Okay, diameter of the wheel. So here as they gave the problem related to revolutions and distance. So we have a concept of number of revolutions equal to total distance by circumference. Number of revolutions equal total distance by circumference of wheel or anything. So number of revolutions are how many? 1000. Total distance is covered is 2 kilometers. But as the options are in meters, I am converting kilometers to meters. Circumference, as we need to find diameter. Circumference formula 2 pi r, but there is another formula pi d because they are asking to find diameter, no? So pi is 22 by 7 into d. Okay. So 100 will be cancelled. So what happens? 22 by 7 into d equals to 2. Okay. But as they are asking to find the value of diameter, so we can say diameter equal to 14 by 22. 7s, 2 11s. Okay. 7 by 11. But as they gave in decimals, we'll be getting 0 point something, right? So here the answer for this question, if you calculate that decimal value also, we got 0.636, which is option 4. So the answer for this question is option 4. Okay. Next. So question number 9, we got the answer as option 4. Let's see the next question. 15 boys earn 900 rupees in 5 days. How much will 20 boys earn in 7 days? So 15 boys are earning 900 rupees in 5 days. This is also related to time and work, right? So how much will 20 boys earn in 7 days? For this we have a direct formula actually. They gave the number of boys, number of days and the amount also. As the problem is related to time and work, right? So here earning or doing some work, both are quite similar. Okay. So always we discussed one thing, the number of people should be multiplied with number of days. That is the most important point in time and work, right? So over here also we'll do the same thing. But what they gave 15 boys, they are earning 900 rupees, right? As they gave the number of boys and number of days also. First, as I mentioned, we need to multiply those two. So what do we do here? Number of boys are given as 15. So N1, number of boys and number of days, the amount they spend or earning, whatever. N2 into number of days D2 by A2. N1 and 2 are number of boys or whatever the men. D1, D2 are number of days and A1, A2 are the amount. Okay. So number of boys in the first case is 15 into number of days they use, earned is how much? 5. How much amount they are earning? 900. So in the next case 20 and the days are 7. We don't know the amount. So now 15, 60s, 15 1 60s, 5 1s, 5 12. So if I do the cross multiplication, x equals to 20 into 7 into 12. So 140 into 12. So we'll be getting the answer as 1680. So we got the answer as 1680 for this question. That's nothing but option 1. So for this question we got the answer as option 1. Okay. Next. So for question number 10 we got option 1. Next, if you look at the question number 11, here this is related to lines and angles, right? As the lines are parallel, they mentioned it clearly in the question itself. AB parallel to CD and EF parallel to GH. So in a parallel lines, the concept is here, it's a transversal, right? This is 110 means this will be 70 because sum of corresponding angles, not exactly corresponding angles, you can say that they are in the same. I mean, if you can look at this straight line, the parallel line, whichever it is cutting the two parallel lines, the transversal. Okay, so 110 plus this angle should be equal to 180. So this becomes 70 degrees, right? Okay, so here as this PSR becomes 70 degrees, now what happens? We need to find this question mark angle, right? So this is 70 and these two angles are corresponding angles. So this also becomes 70 degrees. So the answer for this question is option 4. So answer for this question is option 4. Question number 11 we got option 4. Okay. Next. We are discussing set L. Okay everyone, please try to note down that. Question number 12. In what time will 1,60,000 amount to 1,76,400 at 5% per annum compounded annually? They mentioned clearly that it is related to compound interest, right? So here they gave amount to. That's nothing but whenever the keyword amount to is there, that's the value of amount. So they gave the value of amount as 1,76,400. Okay. And they gave the principal also. And they gave rate of interest also. They're asking to find time. So let's substitute the formula here. Amount equals to, this is related to compound interest, right? So let's see the formula. Amount equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 power N, where N is nothing but the time. So amount they gave it as 1,76,400, right? Okay. And the principal they gave it as 1,60,000. And the rate of interest they gave it as 5, right? Okay. Now they're asking to find. 2 zeros will be gone. 1764 by 1600 equals to 5 ones 520. So if I take out the LCM, 21 by 20 power N. Okay. So if you look at this, cancel it off in 2 table. 2 800 times 2 8 8 2. Again with 2 441s, 2 400s. So 441 by 400, I can write it as 21 by 20 whole square equal to 21 by 20 power N. Okay. 21 by 20 whole square. Aish, please wait. We'll discuss that. You have a scope of that getting. So 21 by 20 whole square equals to 21 by 20 power N. So we got the value of N as 2 here. Okay. Aish, you have a good chance. So N equals to 2 is the answer. So we got the time as 2 years. Next, if you look at the next question. So we got the answer for this question as option 3. Question number 13. Question number 13. So he borrowed 1,000 at 10% simple interest for 3 years. She immediately lends this money at compound interest at the same rate and same time. What is her gain at the end of 3 years? So she gave the money for simple interest as well as compound interest. So here they're asking how much gain she got after 3 years. Because when a person gives the same amount of money for a compound interest and a simple interest, okay, so obviously they'll get a gain in some part. So let's see that application, okay. So over here, they gave both the compound interest and simple interest, right? Let's see that. So let's first calculate the simple interest for that amount. So simple interest, as we know the formula as P into T into R by 100. Okay. So P into T into R by 100. What is the principal they gave? 1,000. And the time is for 3 years and rate of interest is for 10. Okay. 2 zeros will be gone. 30. 300 rupees. They got the interest. So amount equals to what? Principal plus simple interest, right? So 1,000 plus 300. So finally they got, they need to pay this much of amount, which is 1,300. Okay. Now let's see for compound interest now. In compound interest, we know that amount formula as P into 1 plus R by 100 power N. So P is given as 1,000. R is given as 10 by 100 power 3. So 1000 into 1010 cancels, 10 plus 1, 11 by 10, 11 by 10, 11 by 10, because they gave the time for 3 years, right? So that's why I wrote 3 times. As we can see that zeros will be cancelled, 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. So 11 into 11 into 11, that's nothing but 11 cube, right? 1331. So we got the amount for compound interest as 1331. So how much she gained? 1331 minus 1300. So the amount she got is 1331 minus the gain. 1331 minus 1300. 31 rupees is the gain amount they got. That's nothing but option 4. Option 4 is the answer for question number 13. Next, question number 14. Mohan can do a piece of work in 25 days alone, and Rohan can finish it in 30 days. They worked together for 5 days and then Mohan left the work. In how many days will Roshan finish the remaining work? So they gave the independent works like Mohan and Rohan, but they worked together only for 5 days, because after 5 days Mohan left the work. So in how many days Rohan can complete the remaining work? But he should complete it alone, because Mohan left the work, right? So let's see that. This is also a slightly a tricky one they gave, not a direct one, because sometimes it depends, like they can give a direct question, or sometimes they can give a tricky one like this. Okay, so here both worked, but Mohan left in the middle. As we discussed, this is also one of the important model, right? One person leaving behind and remaining person should complete the remaining work. Okay, so let's see that. So over here Mohan and Rohan, so they gave the independent works, like 1 day work, how much they can complete? 1 by 25 plus 1 by 20. As the LCM is 100, we'll be getting 4 plus 5. So in 1 day they can complete 9 by 100 part of the work. Okay, in 1 day they can complete 9 by 100 part of the work. But they together worked only for 5 days, right? So 5 days work will be how much? 5 into 9 by 100. 5 ones, 520. So they completed only 9 by 20 of work. So remaining work is how much? 9 by 20 part of the work is completed. So remaining work will be 1 minus 9 by 20, which is 11 by 20. Half the work has to be completed only by Rohan. Okay. So 11 by 20 of the part has to be completed by Rohan. So Rohan's capability is what? He can complete some part of the work in how many days? 20 days. But here 11 by 20 of the work is left. So how many days he can take? So number of days equals to some part of the work he can complete in 20 days. But 11 by 20 of the part of the work can be done in 11 by 20 into 20, which means 11 days. Okay. Here we got the answer for this question as 11 days. That's nothing but option 4. Okay. That's nothing but option 4 is the answer. Clear? Next. So we got the answer for question number 14 as 11. Next. Question number 15. Which of the following cannot be true for a polyhedron? So this is also one of the most important model geometry part, right? The basing on the number of edges, vertices and faces. Okay. So polyhedron. So that is a 3-dimensional figure. Okay. So basically for polyhedron, whenever you want to find the faces, edges and vertices. Okay. So here for a polyhedron, the number of vertices, faces, edges is quite direct one actually. Without any doubt we can keep it. So that's nothing but option 2, because vertices will be 6. Vertices means the corners. Okay. And the faces means like when 2 lines join, we'll get like a face. When 2 lines or more than 2 lines joins, we'll get a face. So edges are nothing but the lines. So the answer for this question is option 2. Vertices are 6, faces are 8 and edges are 12. Now let's see the question number 16. They gave the class intervals and frequencies, and they gave the mean of the data also as 50. What is the value of f? Because there is some value which is not given, small f. So accordingly we need to find the value of mean first, so that we can get the value of f also. So let's see this calculation. So mean formula, sigma fi xi by sigma f. Because here frequencies are there, no? So we need to use that frequency model only. So we need to find mid values also, because xi is nothing but mid values. So the formula for mean is sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Okay. So they gave frequencies and they gave class interval. They didn't give the value of xi. So how to find xi values here means the mid value 0 and 0 to 20 means the mid value is what? 0 plus 20 by 2. 10, no? So like that, if I keep on writing them, we'll be getting the mid values as 10 and the frequencies will be 17. Just a second. Fi into xi, no? As the frequency is given as 17 and xi will be 10. And 28 into 30 plus 32 into 50 plus 70 into f plus 90 into 19. Okay. By total frequency, if I add, we'll be getting 96 plus f. We got the mean value. They gave the mean value as 50. So 50 into 96 plus f equals to, if I calculate the total thing, 170 plus 840 plus 32 into 5, 1600 plus 70f plus 19 into 9. How much? We'll be getting 1710. Okay, do the calculation carefully. So we got this value like this, 1710. Now add up them. So 50 times of 96, how much? 4800 plus 50f equals to, if I add all of the total thing, I'll be getting 4320 plus 70f. 4320 plus 70f. Shift the like terms. 4800 minus 4320 equals to 70f minus 50f. So we'll be getting it as 520 equals to 20f. Sorry. So if I subtract 4800 minus 320, how much? 480. So f is 480 by 20. So the answer is 24. So we got the value of f as 24. Okay. So the missing frequency, the small f value is 24, which is nothing but option 1. Option 1. Next, question number 17. Mean of 20 observations is given as 19. Mean of 20 observations is given as 19. On checking, it was found that 2 observations were wrongly copied as 3 and 6. If wrong observations are replaced by the correct values, given as 8 and 9, right? 8 and 9. So what is the correct mean? What is the correct mean? Okay. So let's see this. As the values are wrongly took, okay, they gave the correct values as well as the wrong values also. We just need to find the mean using the correct values. So how to find this means? As they gave the correct mean, first we need to apply the formula for the mean. Sum of observations by number of observations. So while doing that, let's see that. So let's see that in the document. So they gave the mean value as 19. So sum of observations, sum of 20 observations equals to 19 to 20, which is 380. So from this, as we know, the sum of the 20 observations is 380. What are the correct values from that? Add them. Always add the correct values and subtract the wrong values. Minus 3 minus 6. Okay. By. So how much if I calculate that? So 380 plus 17, 397 minus this 300 and how much do I get? 388, 397, 397 minus this means 389. Okay. So we got the sum of 20 observations, but they're asking to find the mean. 389 by 20. So if I do that calculation, 19.4, which is nothing but option 1. Option 1 is the answer. Okay. Next, look at the next question. 19.4 is the answer. Question number 18. We are discussing set L. Okay, don't get confused. Your sets will be in such a way that questions will be simply jumbled. Okay, don't get confused with that. So if you just observe the question, you can check it wherever it is. Okay, questions are just jumbled, they are not changed. Look at the question number 18. So a person has, hi Shaurya, a person has 2 bags. First bag has 3 black and 4 white balls. Second bag has 4 black and 3 white balls. A bag is selected at random and then a ball is selected from it. So find the probability of the ball to be black. Find the probability of the ball to be a black. So here there are 2 bags, right? There are 2 bags. So from the 2 bags we have both black balls and white balls. But finally they're asking to find the probability of getting a black ball. So the logic is I can get a black ball from bag 1 or bag 2, right? If I choose bag 1, I can get a black ball from that. If I choose a bag 2, I'll get a black ball from that also. So how to find the probability? So if I choose a if I choose a first bag, how we can get? If I choose a second bag, how we can get? Let's see that. So in this model, this is also slightly a tricky model, right? They didn't ask directly this time. So how to do this? So let's see both the possibilities now. If I choose the first bag, okay, if I choose the first bag, basically we have 2 bags, bag 1, bag 2. If 2 possibilities are there, I can select them in a 50-50 chances, right? So I can choose first bag as 1 by 2, second bag as 1 by 2. But in bag 1, how many black balls are there? 3 black balls out of 7. And in bag 2, I have 4 black balls out of 7. So total possibility is what? From first bag, I will be getting 1 by 2 into 3 by 7. And from the second bag, 1 by 2 into 4 by 7. Because if I choose the first bag, I'll get 3 by 7 probability of getting a black ball. And if I choose the second bag, I'll be getting the probability as 4 by 7. So altogether, 3 by 14 plus 4 by 14. How much? 7 by 14. But if I simplify it further, I'll be getting the answer as 1 by 2. 7 1 7 2's no. So the answer for this question is 1 by 2, which is nothing but option 4. Option 4. Okay. Next, question number 19. What is the probability that the number selected from the numbers 1, 2, 3, so on till 30, all are consecutive numbers, to be a prime number? Okay. So 1 to 30 numbers they gave, then they're asking to check it's a prime number. Okay. The probability of getting a prime numbers from 1 to 30 numbers. So as we know that prime number are the numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself, right? Because they should be divisible by only 1 and itself. And the factors are only just 2. Okay. So let's see if the number of prime numbers from 1 to 30. So we have a 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. These are the number of prime numbers. So how much do I get? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 30, because the probability is nothing but the possible chances by total chances. So how many possible chances are there? 10 numbers. And the total numbers are 30. So if I cancel 0 and 0, I'll be getting the answer as 1 by 3. So the answer is, hi Ansing. So the answer for this question is 1 by 3. Okay. Answer for this question is 1 by 3. That's nothing but option 3. Okay. Option 3 is the answer for this question. Okay. Next. Let's see the next question. We are discussing set L for the class 9th. Okay. Don't get confused. The questions are just jumbled. Let's see the question number 20. It's a match the following, right? Which is related to algebra. So they gave all based on multiplication of terms, right? If you look at capital A, 3m into 2m. If I multiply just the numbers, 6m square. M into m becomes m square. So for A, I'll be getting what? 2. For A, I'll be getting 2. Now, coming to B. Minus 9 into minus 3 becomes, minus into minus becomes plus. So that is 27 mn. That's nothing but for B, I'll get 3. We have 2 options for B, 3. Now if I look at the option, C, 4a square into 4a square, 8a power 4. Because a square into a square, the powers will be added, right, when they are multiplied, which we learnt in indices, exponents, right? If the bases are equal, powers must be added. So 16a power 4. So C is nothing but 4 again. So the answer for this question is option 3. Option 3 is the answer for this. Okay. Now, because sometimes even if you just do 2 or 3 bits, automatically no need to do the remaining bits. Like this question, right? Because ABC we got, obviously that is only for one option. There is no similar option. So we can stop doing the D part. Okay. So the answer for this question is option C. Next, look at the question number 21. So over here in question number 21, if a 4-digit number 2x by 8 is divisible by 3, 2x by 8 is divisible by 3, then which of the following is least value of x plus y? So as we know the divisibility rule of 3, sum of all the digits should be divisible by 3. So let's look at that divisibility. The number they gave it as 2x by 8. 2x by 8. So we need to check the divisibility of 3. Okay. 2x by 8. So the divisibility rule of 3, sum of digits, right? 2 plus x plus y plus 8. We'll be getting what? X plus y plus 10. They're asking to find the least digit number. The least sum of x plus y. So as the number has to be divisible by 3, the nearest number for 10 is what? 12. Because in 3 we'll get the 12, right? 3 4 is 12. So the x plus y can be 2, right? Because they're asking the least sum of x plus y. So the x plus y number should be equal to what? 2. Okay, the x plus y should be equal to what? 2. The least number should be 2. Okay, that's nothing but option 1. That's nothing but option 1. Okay, next. Let's see the next question. We got the answer as option 1. Question number 22. Over here, they gave that BA multiplied by A4. They're asking us to find the values of A and B. So for these kind of questions, as we keep on explaining you in the institute, right? You just go for options. Option verification is the best way to do the question in an easy way. Okay. So let's see that. Let's go for the options. Option 1, 5, 4. You can go with the options. That's not a problem. Because if you try to do without option, that is a time taking process. And that is quite difficult also to do. So let's see the options first. As they gave the first option, the question is BA multiplied by A4. So what do I get? 1, 3, A0. So first option is all about A and B as 5 and 4, right? Is the first option. So let's check the first option now. BA 45 multiplied by 54. 180 and how much? 225. No way, we are not even getting the close answer. So 2430. That's not at all possible, right? So let's go for the next part. Okay. After option 1, let's check for option 2. In option 2, they gave the values as 5 and 2. They gave the values as 5 and 2. So let's substitute that values now as 5 and 2 here. So if I substitute 5 and 2, what do I get? 25 multiplied by 54. 100, 125. 1350. Yes, we are getting the answer. So the answer for this question is option 2. Okay, option 2 is the answer for this question. Okay. Next. Let's see the next question. Second option is the correct one. Question number 23. Question number 23. One of the factors of 6x square plus 5x minus 6. 6x square plus 5x minus 6. So here we need to do the factorization part for 6x square plus 5x minus 6. So while doing the factorization, obviously we need to depend on the splitting the middle term concept, right? So let's see that. 6x square plus 5x minus 6. 6 into 6 becomes 36. 1 into 36. But I need to get 5, no? 9 into 4 is better. Of course, we can go in an order, but I am writing it directly. So 9x minus 4x minus 6. So from the first two terms, I'll take 3x common, 2x plus 3 minus 2 into 2x plus 3. So we got the answer as 3x minus 2 and 2x plus 3. They're asking only one of the factor. So 2x plus 3 and 3x minus 2. Check whether both are there or any one of them is there. So 2x plus 3 is there in that, right? Option. So which is option 3. So the answer for this question is option 3. Next, question number 24. A tree broke at a height of 6 meters from the ground and its top is touching the ground. Like if there is a tree like this, it broke at some part and it is touching the ground. Okay. So at a distance of 8 meters from the foot of the tower, find the height of a tree. So if you look at the diagram so that you can understand in a clear way, this is also a direct question. Okay. Which is a part of triangles only. So let's see that diagram. So over here they mentioned is there is a tree. Okay. From the ground it is 6 and the foot of the tree is 8. So as the tree will be in a straight way, right? So that's why we consider a right angle triangle. So if I apply this Pythagoras theorem, so x square equals to 6 square plus 8 square, which is 36 plus 64, 100. So x square equal to 100 means x we got it as 10. So we got the value of x as 10. But here they're asking to find the height of a tree. Okay, the tree was broke. Okay, the tree was broken. So the height of a tree will be what? The 6 plus x, right? So 6 plus 10. So we got the answer as 16. So the actual height of a tree is how much? 16 is the answer. Understood? So the answer for this question is 16, which is nothing but option 3. So the answer for this question is option 3. Okay. Next. Question number 25. Over here in 25th question they gave a graph, right? The bar graph, histogram, pie chart, that related graphs are there in data handling. So they gave a graph here. So in this what they're asking, they gave the data related to the average daily hours of a sunshine in 2 cities. Okay. And I mean different cities they gave and the months. We need to observe the bar graph and tell us the difference in which month the difference between the 2 cities is least. Least means less. Okay. In which month the difference between the temperatures of the 2 cities are least. Least means small. So this is a logical question. Actually, this is not a mathematical question. This is a logical question. So what exactly they're asking means in which month the difference is least. That means very less. So if you look at the bar graphs, so least means the gap will be very less. That is the logic. Okay. So in which month the gap is very less? If you look at it in different months, here the gap is more. Slightly more. So the gap is least in which month? This January. So in the month of January, we got the least difference. Okay. So the answer for this question is option 3. Understood? So the answer for this question is option 3. Now coming to question number 26. If one of the number of a Pythagorean triplet is 10, the triplet is. So if the one of the number is 10, what are the other two numbers? If it's a Pythagorean triplet, it should satisfy Pythagoras theorem. Okay, Pythagoras theorem. So for this, we'll be getting the correct answer as option 2. Why? Because I'll show that calculation also. Because over here, if one of the number is 10, one of the number means the greatest number, the hypotenuse is 10, we can say that. Of course, we can't say exactly, it will be always a hypotenuse also, because if it has to be a hypotenuse, that should be the greater one, right? So that's why they mentioned clearly that one of the side is a 10. Okay, one of the side is a 10. So let's see that calculation now. So if you look at the options carefully, they gave 23, 25, 10. But if you look at the option 2, that is the actual one, it satisfies, because in the second option, 10 square plus 24 square equals to 26 square. If you are thorough with the squares, then the question will be very, very easy. 100 plus 576 equals to 676. If I add them, we'll be getting 676 equals 676. That's nothing but option 2. Okay, option 2 is the answer for this question. So the perfect Pythagorean triplet is option 2. Let's see the next question now. So over here, question number 27. If one number is twice the other, and the sum of the squares of two numbers is 50,000. Okay, sum of the squares of the numbers is 50,000. So one number is twice the other, means let the numbers be x and 2x, and sum of the squares are given as 50,000. We need to find the difference of the numbers, means subtraction. Okay, first let's see how to find the numbers. That is the main thing for us. As they gave the condition between the numbers, that the numbers is, one number is twice the other. So let the numbers be x and 2x. Sum of the squares means x square plus 2x whole square equals to how much? 50,000. So x square plus 4x square equals to 50,000. So we got the sum as 5x square. So x square equals to 50,000 by 5. 50,000 by 5. So we'll be getting it as 10,000. So x is nothing but 100. So we got the value of x as 100. So from the x value, we need to find the difference of numbers. Difference of the numbers means actual numbers are what? X is 100 and the other number is 200. So the difference is how much? 100 again. Okay. So we got the difference as 100 again. So the answer for this question is option 3, 100. Okay. Option 3, 100 is the answer for this question. Next, if you look at the question number 28, over here they gave cube roots. Okay, it's not so clear, but that is nothing but cube root of 1372 into cube root of 1458. They gave the cube roots and they are multiplied. They are asking us to find the values. I'll write the question in a board so that you'll understand it in a clear way. So as they gave the cube roots, so while finding the cube roots, the only method we have is what? Prime factorization method. Because if it's a square root, if you want to find a square root, we can use that division method or prime factorization method, or we can say on looking at it on an assumed method also we can do that. Okay. So over here it's a cube root. So let's see how to find the cube root over here. So what is the values they gave? What are the values they gave? Cube root of 1372 multiplied by cube root of 1458. So first find the prime factorization format. So 2686 343. 343 I'll be getting with 7, right? 7 cube. So 2 square into 7 cube. Coming to 1458. Apply prime factorization. 729. This is a cube of 9. Okay. We can use that directly. 2 into 9 cube. So they're asking cube root. When both are multiplied, okay, power cube root means power 1 by 3, power 1 by 3. Both are being multiplied here, okay. So I need to combine both of them, right? I need to combine both of them. So while combining, what happens means I can write them both in a single bracket. 2 square into 7 cube into 2 into 9 cube into power 1 by 3. Okay. So 2 cube into 7 cube into 9 cube. All are having the power as 3. So the powers will be cancelled. So we can write it as 2 into 7 into 9. Because power 3, power 1 by 3. So 2 into 7 into 9 becomes how much? 7, 9, 63, 63 into 2. 126 is the answer for this question. So 126 is the answer for this question. That's nothing but option 1. Option 1 is the answer for this question. Okay. Next, question number 29. They gave A value, B value, C value. They're asking us to find the value of A cube plus B cube plus C cube. This This is a part of algebraic identities. So we have an identity. Whenever a plus b plus c is 0, whenever a plus b plus c is 0, automatically we can write the value of aq plus bq plus cq. How to write that means, if you remember the identity, then this question is very easy, that direct question. Okay. So as they gave ABC values clearly, and they're asking us to find what? AQ plus BQ plus CQ. So let's see that identity. What is that identity? So A plus B plus C, if it's 0, okay, then AQ plus BQ plus CQ equals to 3A BC. AQ plus BQ plus CQ equals to 3A BC. So over here also they're asking, if you look at this values also, if I add the sum a plus b plus c, we are getting it as 0. That's why we can apply this identity. So aq plus bq plus cq equals to what? 3abc. 3 into value of a is how much? 12, and minus 5 minus 7. Because we have that condition a plus b plus c is 0, not 12 minus 5 minus 7. 12 minus 12 becomes 0. So 3 into 12, 36. 36 into 5, 180. 180 multiplied by 7 will be getting 1260. Because minus into minus becomes plus. So that is plus 1260, which is nothing but option 3. So the answer for this question is option 3. Okay. Next. Question number 30. The value of a smartphone depreciates every year by 40%. Find out its value after 2 years if its present value is 70,000. So this is related to simple interest, compound interest applications, because over there we discussed the two important models which we told clearly that definitely you'll get a question. As usual they gave this question also. But a depreciation means decreasing or increasing, because in this we discussed that one more important model, population increase or population decrease. So here they gave the decreasing application. So here, sure, Darwin will provide that video, don't worry. Soon if you subscribe and like our channel, you'll be getting that interesting videos soon. Okay. So value of smartphone depreciates every year by 40%. So they're asking the value after 2 years, as they gave the present value also. So how to find this value means, as we have a formula, the depreciation, if they gave the present value, they gave the present value. So what happens here means, they gave the present value is how much? 70,000. How much decreasing it is? How much? 40%, right? And the time is they gave it as 2. So the value after 2 years. So P into 1 minus R by 100 power n, because this is a depreciation, decrease. So 70,000, 1 minus 40 by 100 power 2. 0, 0 cancels, 2 2s, 2 5s. Okay. So here 70,000. If I take out the LCM, 5 minus 2, 3 by 5 multiplied by 2 times, because whole square is there, right? 5 multiplied 14,000, 5 multiplied 2800. So 2800 into 3 into 3, 9. So we'll get the answer for this question as 2800 into 9. How much? If we do the calculation, 25,200. 25,200 we are getting the answer. Okay. That's nothing but option 3. That's nothing but option 3. Okay. Next. We got the answer for this question as option 3. Question number 31. So over here in question number 31, it's not so clear. I'll read it out. There are 200 employees in an office. Food provision for them is for 20 days. How long will the provision last if 90 of them leave the group? Okay. How long the provisions will be there if the 90 of them leave the group? Okay. So over here, initially there are how many? 200 employees. Okay. So that the provisions will be available for 20 days. But how long the provisions will be if 90 of them leave the group? Actually, you didn't get this answer. They gave the closest answer. Okay. So over here, how to find it means, Initially there are 200 people and the provisions will be for 20 days. Okay, let's see that calculation now. So for 200 people or 200 employees, we got the food available for how many days? 20 days. As 90 of them left, remaining will be how much? 180. Will this provision last if 90 of them leave the group? No. So I am taking only the remaining persons. So as this is related to some time and work application, okay, we can't say it's directly related to unitary method and all. So this is an indirect one. 200 into 20 equals to 110 into x. So x equals to 200 times 20 by 110. 0, 0 gets cancelled. We'll be getting a closest answer, okay, not an exact one. Okay, 400 by 11. So you'll be getting some 30s. 11 3 is 33. Okay, so again 7 0. 36 point something, but actually we don't have a correct answer. Okay, so most probably this might be an add score also. There is a possibility. So if there is a closest answer, that's option 4, but mostly 90% they'll give it as an add score. Okay, next, if you look at the next question, question number 32. 5 pipes are required to fill a tank in 1 hour 36 minutes. 5 pipes are required to fill a tank in 1 hour 36 minutes. How long will it take if 2 pipes are stopped working? So if 2 pipes are stopped working, only 3 pipes are working, right? So we need to find if 3 pipes are working, how to find the amount of time it is taking. Amount of time it's taking. So let's see that calculation now. Okay. So initially 5 pipes are taking how much time? 1 hour 36 minutes. I want to convert this minutes also into hours. 1 hour 36 by 60 hours. 6 6 and 6 tens, 2 3s and 2 5s. So 1 3 by 5. That's nothing but 8 by 5 of an hour. So as 2 pipes are stopped working, only 3 pipes are working. You need to find how much time it takes. Okay, 5 pipes are taking 8 by 5. 3 pipes are taking how much time? So this is based on direct application. 5 into 8 by 5, direct method now, 3 into x. So x equal to 5 will be cancelled, right? So 8 by 3. 8 by 3 hours. So now we need to convert this into minutes also. 8 by 3 means if I convert it to mixed fraction, 2 by 3 hours. So which means 2 hours. As 2 by 3 is also there. Okay, I want to convert it in terms of minutes. 2 by 3 into 60. 320s. So we got the answer as 2 hours 40 minutes. 2 hours 40 minutes, which is nothing but option 4. Option 4 is the answer. 2 hours 40 minutes we got the answer, which is nothing but option 4. Okay. As the options are given in minutes also, we need to convert into minutes also, because we can't just leave it in a fraction. Look at the next question. So we got the answer for this question as 2 hour 40 minutes, option 4. Now next, curved surface area of a cylindrical pipe is given. Okay, curved surface area of a cylindrical pipe is given. They gave the radius also. They're asking us to find the height. So here they didn't give in numbers, they gave it in an algebraic form, right? Algebraic expression they gave. So even if they gave in algebraic expression, the working and all similar, because sometimes, as we discussed before also, when we write an exam, they'll combine 2 or more chapters also, like this question, right? So curved surface area, CSA of cylinder. Okay, first we need to write the curved surface area of cylinder, 2 pi RH. But how much they gave the 2 pi RH value? Okay, 2 pi into how much? The radius is given, right? How much? I mean the curved surface is given as 2 pi into x square plus x minus 132. And over here they gave radius also, right? Yes, x plus 12 is given. Now into h. 2 pi will be cancelled. Now we'll try to factorize this. 11 into 12 are the factors, right? 12x minus 11x minus 132 equals to x plus 12 into h. X plus 12 into h. So I'll take x common, x plus 12 minus 11 into x plus 12. So we got x plus 12 into h. X plus 12 into h. So if I take x plus 12 common again, we'll be getting x minus 11 equals to x plus 12 into h. On both the sides, x plus 12 will be cancelled. So the value of h is how much? X minus 11. The value of h is how much? X minus 11. That's nothing but option 2. So the answer for this question is what? Option 2. Okay. Next, 34th question. It's a match the following one. So in this match the following one, they gave A, B, C, D like that as usual. So we need to match the correct one. Okay, we need to match the correct one over here. So in this match the following, if you observe the question carefully, capital A, 7a plus 6b into 7a minus 6b. If you look at that capital A, that is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. That's nothing but a square minus b square. A square minus b square means 7a whole square minus 6b whole square, which is 49a square minus 36b square. That's nothing but 3, right? That is related to 3. So for a, I have 3. For a, I have 3. Okay. For a, I have 3. So for a, 3 is possible only for which one? Option 3, right? Option 3 is the possible one. Okay, remaining options are not at all related 8 to 3. So no need to do the other 3 bits. Okay, that is a smart way and it saves a lot of time also. Okay, so now let's see the next question. In India, people speak different languages. They gave, okay, so in that particular, they gave a pie chart, circular one, right? So over here, we need to tell the number of them in the degrees. We need to tell the answer in degrees. The number of people speaking Tamil. Okay. So if you look at the diagram, they gave the tabular values also. So in Tamil, the number of people speaking Tamil is how much? 7. And the total people are 72. So whenever you want to find the angle for a pie diagram, we have a formula, right? I guess everyone has done this easy way, right? Because in pie diagram, we expected a model, right? Either they can ask you to find the angle, or if they give the angle and they'll ask us to find the value. 2 models. So this one, the expected model also, which we discussed in the institute, right? So over here, let's discuss that in a board. Okay. So they gave the they're asking to find the degrees of Tamil, right? So what is the quantity of what is the total value? 72, and the number of people speaking Tamil is 7. 7 by 72 into, as we need to find the angle, we need to always consider first 360 degrees, 72 5s. So we got the answer as 35 degrees. The angle related to the Tamil speaking people is 35 degrees. 35 degrees. So the answer for this question is option 2. Option 2 is the answer for this. Okay, next. Question number 36. Again a graphical one. So here they're asking to find the average sales of the company. Average sales of the company, but only in the even years. Even years means the even numbered years. So if you look at the diagram carefully, the even numbered years are what? 2002, 2004, 2006. These are the 3 even years given in the diagram. So in 2002, if you observe the value also carefully, then only you'll get the exact answer. In 2002 only 4 crores of sales. And 2004, 6 crores. In 2006, 8 crores. So as we found the value, we just need to calculate the average. How to calculate the average here? Only for the even years, right? So average equals to, in 2002 we got for 4, and 2004 6, and 2006 8. Average means sum of observations by number of observations, right? 18 by 3. So the answer is 6 crores. That's nothing but option 3 is the answer. Option 3 is the answer. Okay. Next. Let's see the next question. We got the answer as option 3. We are discussing set L. Okay. In your set, the questions are just jumbled. Don't worry. Question number 37. Find the area of rhombus They gave the side of a rhombus and one of the diagonal is also given. So as we know, the area of rhombus is half into product of diagonals. They gave only one diagonal. And once, as we know all the sides are equal, we found only one diagonal. They gave only one diagonal. We need to find the other diagonal. So let's see how to find the other diagonal. So let's draw the diagram first clearly so that you'll understand in a very clear way. Okay. So according to the diagram, I'm considering only the sum part of the right angle triangle. As they gave the side as how much? 13. And one diagonal is already given as 24, as half of the diagonal becomes 12, right? So the remaining part is x. If I apply Pythagoras theorem, 13 square equals to 12 square plus x square. So 169 minus 144 equals to x square. X equals to how much? 25. 5. Okay. So as we know that diagonals bisect each other equally. So what happens if this is 5? The total diagonal will is how much? So diagonal 1 will be 24, which is given. And diagonal 2 is given as, we found it as 5. So total diagonal will be 10. So area will be how much? Half product of diagonals, right? So half into 24 into 10 to 12. So the answer is 120. Okay. So the answer for this question is 120. Okay. That's nothing but option 4. Option 4 is the answer for this. Okay. Next, here they gave a shaded part. We need to find this. As expected, we definitely get a question from shaded part. Either it will be related to the rectangle squares or circle and rectangle or circle square, right? So here they gave one of the model which is expected as usually, right? So a rectangle is inscribed in a circle having sides 8 and 6, which is given in the diagram. We need to find the area of shaded region. So from this, easily we can expect that from a circle, if I remove the rectangle, I'll get the shaded region, right? From a circle, if I remove the rectangle, I'll get the shaded region. So how to remove that area? As they gave only the rectangle dimensions, length and breadth, but they didn't give the dimensions of a circle, right? Because for a circle, if you want to calculate area, we need to know the radius or diameter, but they didn't give both the dimensions, right? But is there any way to find a diameter or a radius? Yes. Because in a rectangle, they gave the dotted line like a hint also, right? That helps us, we can say that it is a right angle. So we can find hypotenuse, right? So let's see that in a board. So first, we can find the diagonal. How? Using Pythagoras theorem. So in this Pythagoras theorem condition, what do we do? They gave the diagram like this. Okay. So we can say that the dimensions are what? 8 and 6. The length is 8 and this is 6. If I apply the Pythagoras theorem, x square equal to 6 square plus 8 square. So x square equal to 36 plus 64. X square equals to 100. So we got the value of x as 10. That's nothing but diameter of the circle. That's nothing but the diameter of the circle. So radius is how much? Half the diameter, right? So which is 5. So we got the radius as 5. So now we can find the area of shaded region. How? The area of circle minus area of rectangle. Area of circle minus area of rectangle. So area of circle subtracted area of rectangle. So as we know the radius, pi r square minus area of rectangle, length into breadth. 22 by 7 into 5 into 5. Length into breadth how much? What are the dimensions? 8 into 6. So 22 into 5, 110. 550 by 7, we'll be getting in decimals. Okay. 550 by 7, we'll be getting the values as 78.5 minus 48. Okay. So the answer is 30.5. So this is the shaded region. 30.5 is the shaded region, which is nothing but option 2 is the answer. Okay. Option 2 is the answer for question number 38. We are discussing set L. Don't worry about the question numbers. They're just jumbled in your sets. Okay. So the answer for this question is 30.5, which is option 2. Okay. Next. Question number 39. Find m so that minus 5 power m plus 1 multiplied by minus 5 power m minus 1 equal to minus 5 whole cube. So in exponents, this is the one thing, right? Direct one only they give. As bases are equal, powers must be added, right? So here also, as the bases are equal, minus 5 is the base, right? So I need to first add the powers. Add the powers. So if I add the powers, what happens? M plus 1 is there and m minus 1 is also there, right? So let's see the calculation on the board. Okay. So what are the values they gave? Minus 5 power m plus 1 and minus 5 power m minus 1, right? Minus 5 whole cube. So here, if I apply this a power m into a power m plus n condition, right? So minus 5 power m plus 1 plus m minus 1. 1 gets cancelled. So what do I get? Minus 5 power 2m equals to minus 5 power. Sorry, I didn't write this value. 3, right? Yeah. So 3 is the value now. Yes. So 2m equal to 3. So value of m we got it as 3 by 2. Value of m we got it as 3 by 2. That's nothing but option 4. Option 4 is the answer. Okay, 3 by 2 is the answer. Next, question number 40. Question number 40. They gave a value, small a value, and they gave the b value also, 1 by a. Small a value is 5 plus 2 root 6. Small b value is 1 by a. They're asking to find the value of a square plus b square. Okay. So over here, this is related to rational numbers, rationalization and all, which we discussed, right? So let's see the calculation on the board. As they gave only the value of a, first we need to find the value of b. Then after getting a and b values, we'll substitute in the place of a square plus b square. Okay, a square plus b square. See that? Okay. Now, so value of a is given as 5 plus 2 root 6, right? So value of b is how much? 1 by a, right? 1 by 5 plus 2 root 6. I'll rationalization. Multiply with 5 minus 2 root 6 for both numerator and denominator. So if you observe the denominator carefully, that is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square. A square minus b square. So 5 minus 2 root 6 by 5 square is how much? 25. 2 square 4. 4 into 6, 24. So we got the value of b as 5 minus 2 root 6. We got the value of b as 5 minus 2 root 6. Okay. So we found the value of b as 5 minus 2 root 6. Once after getting the values of a and b, we need to substitute where? A square plus b square, because they're asking us to find the value of a square plus b square. So 5 plus 2 root 6 whole square plus 5 minus 2 root 6 whole square. That's the reason I mentioned, if you learn more and more formulas, your calculation becomes easier, because this is in the form of a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square. A plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square, which is 2 into a square plus b square. Instead of a and b, I'll use x and y, because already they gave a and b in the question, no? So the formula x plus y whole square plus x minus y whole square equals to 2 times of x square plus y square. So the answer is 2 times of 5 square plus 2 root 6 whole square. So 2 into 25 plus 24. 25 plus 24. So the answer for this question is what? 25 plus 24 becomes 49. For 2 times of 49, 98 is the answer. 98 is the answer for this question. They gave a lengthy paper. That's the reason I mentioned you before the discussion. So the answer for this question is option 4. Okay. Next. Question number 41. Gauransh has 290 cards. Tanya has 150 cards. How many cards must Gauransh give to Tanya so that Tanya may have 3 times as many cards as Gauransh? So Gauransh and Tanya, 2 persons, they have a different number of cards. Now Gauransh has to share her cards to Tanya. Finally, after sharing both the cards, the number of cards Tanya have will be 3 times that of Gauransh. Okay, 3 times that of Gauransh. So let's discuss that. Okay, this is a slightly tricky one, because if you're not able to crack the logic, then this is difficult to solve. Okay, not an easy one, slightly difficult, because 3 times has that off and sharing of the cards, the logic is slightly tricky one. So here 2 persons are there, Gauransh and Tanya. Gauransh has how many cards? 290 cards. Let's discuss on the board. So Gauransh has 290 cards and Tanya has 150 cards, right? 90 and 150. Now Gauransh has to give her cards, so she will lose, that's why minus, but Tanya will be getting that card, right? So what happens, Tanya will be having 3 times that of Gauransh, so 3 times of this, clear? So 3 times of means 3 into 290, how much? 870 minus 3x, 150 plus x. Shift the like terms, x plus 3x becomes 4x, 870 minus 150. 4x equals to 720. Okay, 4x equals to 720. So value of x we got it as 720 by 4, which is 180. Okay, so the answer for this question is 180, which is nothing but option 1. Option 1 is the answer. So we got the cards, I mean the number of cards she need to share is 180. How many cards must Gauransh give? 180 cards, option 1. Next question number 42. A's present age is twice that of B. B's age 5 years ago was B. What is the A's present age? Age related problems are always tricky, right? But this is slightly easy because they didn't give the length of the question is also very smaller one. If you crack that twice and 5 years ago logic, then it is very easy. So let's see that model now. So they gave the first condition as the structure of a problem in a age problem is, first they give the relation between 2 persons. They gave it, what is the relation? That A is twice that of B. And after that they'll mention 5 years ago or 5 years after, 5 years hence, like that. Yes, they gave that one also. So let's see that in the board. So over here, so A and B are the 2 persons, right? A and B are the 2 persons. A is twice that of B. So 2x and x. Okay, these are the present ages. But 5 years ago they mentioned. 5 years ago. 5 years ago means what? They becomes x minus 5 and 2x minus 5. But they mentioned that 5 years ago B's age is how much? B, right? So value of x is B plus 5. If you know this substitution, then it will be very easy. 2x minus 5 we need to find out because A's age they are asking. B plus 5 minus 5. So 2b plus 10 minus 5. So the answer is 2b plus 5. 2b plus 5 is the answer for this question. That's nothing but option 1. Option 1 is the answer. Okay. Next question number 43. It's a diagram based and a tricky one actually. Slightly a difficult one. I can't say it's too easy. So over here, if you look at the diagram carefully, that's a parallelogram. Okay. They gave all the dimensions OA, OB, OC, OD also. Now they're asking us to find the values of x and y. Values of x and y. So how to find x and y here? As we know in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, that's it, right? The diagonals are not equal. Or equal. Not equal. So over here, what happens? Diagonals bisect each other. That is the condition. So as the diagonals bisect each other, these 2 triangles are similar to each other. Those 2 triangles are similar to each other. Okay, those 2 triangles are similar to each other. So over here, this is a one triangle. The one triangle and that is the other triangle. So as the 2 triangles are similar, as we know when the 2 triangles are similar, the corresponding sides will be in the same ratio. Corresponding sides will be in the same ratio, like OD by OB equal to OC by OA. I mean OD by OB equal to OA by OC. So let's write that condition now. As the triangles are similar, we can say that corresponding sides will be in the same ratio. Same ratio. Okay. So over here, we can say that clearly the corresponding sides OD by OB D by B equals to OA by OC. A by OC. Why? Because triangle AOD is similar to BOC. Triangle AOD is similar to triangle BOC. Okay. These are similar triangles, we can say. So that's the reason this is the corresponding sides. So OD is given as how much? 18 by y minus 5. 18 by y minus 5 equals to OD by OB equals to OA, 25 by x plus 5. So this is the one. So now we can go for option verification instead of solving it. We can go for option verification. So what is the option verification over here? Means if you check each and every option, both the left hand side and right hand side should be equal. So that is possible only for, okay, that is possible only for option 2. Okay, option 2. Like x is 2, y is 23. I'll check that option x2, y 23. If I take x2, y 23, taking option 2. So y 18 by 23 minus 5, 18. X plus y means 2 plus 23, 25. Both are equal, right? So option 2 is the correct answer for this. Clear? Most of them might have felt this is difficult one, but this is the logic we need to apply, because in a parallelogram there will be a similar triangles. We can say congruent triangles exactly, okay? So that's why the corresponding sides will be the same ratio, we can say. Equal, whatever. So let's see the next question. Question number 44. So they gave two statements, statement A and statement B. Every parallelogram is trapezium. That's not at all possible, right? Because in a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. But in a trapezium, only two sides are parallel, right? So statement A is wrong. No need to think about it. But of course, rhombus. Every rhombus is a kite means yes, it happens. Not every rhombus, okay? Because in kite, all the sides are not equal. So statement A is wrong. We can't even think about it. Every rectangle is a square, but every square is not a rectangle. Yes, that can happen, right? Every rectangle is a square, but the first statement itself is wrong. So both A and B are false. Both A and B are false, which is option 4. Okay, question number 44, we got option 4. This is set L we are discussing. Okay, don't worry, the order of the question is different. So let's discuss question number 45. So denominator of a rational number is given. Okay, denominator of rational number is greater than its numerator by 2. If the denominator is increased by 5, and the numerator is decreased by 2, the number obtained is 1 by 10. So over here they mentioned this numerator denominator conditions, and relation between numerator and denominator is also given, right? The most important model which we expected actually, right? Which we keep on telling you to in the institute, right? So that model also came. As all the models what we expected came, right? But the only thing is the calculation became lengthy, nothing other than that, right? So let's discuss this question. So numerator denominator relation, as we mentioned and as we expected, only thing the number of lines are the lengthy it might be given, but they gave straight question only. So let's see that. So over here, let's discuss about. So in this, the relation between numerator and denominator is given. How? So the numerator is greater than denominator. Denominator is greater than numerator by 2. So I'll write the fraction as x by x plus 2. But over here, when the denominator is increased by 5, numerator is decreased by 2, right? Yes, 2. The fraction changed to 1 by 10. So x minus 2 by x plus 7 equals to 1 by 10. Cross multiplication. 10 times of x plus 2 equals to x plus 7. So 10x plus 20 equals to x plus 7. Shift the like terms. 10x minus x becomes 9x. Right? Sorry, this is minus 2, na? Yes. I wrote it as plus. Okay. So 10x minus 2, 10x minus. So 9x equals 7 plus 27 becomes 27. X is 3. So the fraction will be what? If I substitute in place of x by x plus 2. X by x plus 2. 3 by 3 plus 2. So the answer is 3 by 5. Okay. So the fraction is what? 3 by 5. That's nothing but option 4. So the answer for this question is option 4. Next. Which one of the following is a Pythagorean triplet? in which one side differs from the hypotenuse by 2 units. So here we need to tell which of them is a Pythagorean triplet, but the condition is they differ by 2 units. 2 units means like an even number, right? The difference should be 2. So what am I doing means, as all the options are containing n, I'm substituting n as 2. Substituting n as 2 in the options, because that will be easy. Because if you want to calculate for every option that hypotenuse, Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equal to base square plus perpendicular square, then it will be very lengthy. So you need to use a small shortcut, which way I told you before also, right? Whenever we got n, whenever we got a, substitute some value. So here, as they mentioned, differ by 2 units, I'm taking an even number, right? The shortcut what I told in the institute, right? So the substitution of n value we are taking it as 2. Okay. So substitute n as 2. So what are the options? 2n plus 1, the first option, and 4n, 2n square plus 2n. And the next option is 2n, 4n, n square plus 1. And the next option, 2n square, 2n, 2n plus 1. And the last option, 2n, n square minus 1, n square plus 1. N equal to 2 I am taking. So what do I get? 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5, 8, 2 into 4, 8 plus 4, 12. 5, 8, 12 we got it, right? That's not possible. And next, if I substitute n as 2 here, 2 into 4, 8, 5, 4, 8, 5. That's also not a possible thing for Pythagoras theorem. 2 into 4, 8, 4, 5. Okay. The second and third option almost similar, just changing the order, right? So no need to think about that. That's not at all possible. Let's take the last option maybe. 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 5. Yes. As we are remembering these Pythagorean triplets, as I told you also in the institute, like to remember few Pythagorean triplets like 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, right? 16, 12, 20, like that. Okay. We have a lot of triplets. So among that, one of the triplet is 3, 4, 5, whatever the order it is, but that's a Pythagorean triplet, right? So option 4 is the correct one. Okay. Option 4 is the correct one. Why I took only n as 2 means, as they mentioned, they differ by 2 units. Like an even number is always a better one. Okay. So the answer for this question is option 4. Let's discuss the next question. The ratio of circumferences of 2 wheels are given, or find the ratio of 2 wheels. They gave the circumferences, they're asking to find the radius. As we can say that circumferences of wheel is nothing but a circular one, right? Circumference of a wheel is how much? 2 pi r. But 2 different wheels, no? I'll take 2 pi r1, 2 pi r2 kind of a thing. Now they're asking us to find radius ratio, right? So first thing, the circumferences 2 pi r1 is to 2 pi r2. They gave the ratio as how much? 5 is to 3. Yes, 5 is to 3 they gave. You can see that ratio, like divide only, right? 2 pi r1 by 2 pi r2 equals to 5 by 3. 2 pi gets cancelled. So r1 by r2 equals to how much? 5 by 3. Which means the ratio of radius is also 5 is to 3. 5 is to 3. So the answer for this question is what? Option 1. Option 1 is the answer for this. Okay, next question number 48. In question number 48, they gave the marks of a student in different subjects during a formative assessment in 8 subjects. Find the median. So first thing, whenever a median has to be calculated, as we discussed, we need to arrange them either in ascending order or in descending order, right? So first we'll arrange them in an ascending order accordingly. So what is the smallest number? That starts with 0, right? So write down the order carefully, because if the order goes wrong, then the answer will be changed, right? So what is the ascending order here? 0, 3, 7, and what is the next one? One more 7 is there, and 2 8s are there, and 9 and 10. So totally how many are there? 8 observations, right? So median is what? N by 2th one plus N by 2 plus 1th by 2. When N is even, right? So here 8, no? 8 by 2. 4th plus 5th by 2. So what is the 4th and 5th? 7 and 8. 7 plus 8 by 2. 15 by 2. So the answer for the median is how much? 7.5. 5 is the answer. 7.5. That's nothing but option 1. Okay. So the answer for this question is option 1. Question number 49. Factorize. Okay. They're asking us to factorize the given expression. So over here, if you observe the first two terms, both are having the squares. And we can write 4 as 2 square and 9 as 3 square. So automatically it helps you to do the factorization easily. How? So if you look at this carefully, that is in the form of a square minus b square, no? A square minus b square. So let's write down that question now. Board? Yes. So 4a square minus 9b square minus 2a minus 3b. So 2a whole square minus 3b whole square minus 2a minus 3b. So what do I get here? A square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b. Minus, if I take minus common, 2a plus 3b. Now if I take 2a plus 3b common, what will be left? 2a minus 3b minus 1. So that's nothing but option 4. Okay. Option 4 is the answer. So let's look at the 50th question based on exponents again. One more question and an easy one. So the question is not so clear. I'll write it on the board. Don't worry. So hope you all are wrote the exam very well, right? The only problem is this question paper is slightly lengthy, but they gave mostly the expected questions, right? Okay, over here, if you write the question carefully, what is that? 4th root of cube root of 2 square. So write down it step by step. 2 square power 1 by 3. So 2 square power 1 by 3 means here what happens? A power m whole power n, right? A power mn. So I'll be writing 2 power 2 by 3 power 1 by 4. 2 ones 2 2. So we'll be getting it as 2 power 1 by 6. So we got the answer as 2 power 1 by 6. That's nothing but option 1. Option 1. Okay. So the answer for this question is option 1. So from the max section, like out of 50 questions, according to the question paper, they gave slightly like a difficult questions like a 3 to 4 questions, and remaining all are like okay. But the good score from this question paper, I mean from the max part, is like 42, 43, 44. If you get like that, that is a very good score, okay? Because 45, 46, why I can't say means because few questions are slightly difficult, like Pythagorean triplet, right? And a few questions based on this, what we can say, the lengthy questions, especially the simple interest, compound interest models, right? And this polyhedron thing, few questions are slightly difficult. So if you concentrate on those models, and so as a 43, 44 is a very good score, okay? So that is all about the question paper from max section. Now let's right away go for intelligence. Let's right away go for intelligence now. So what is this intelligence part? So over here, let's see. So in intelligence section also, the question paper is slightly okay, but few questions they gave it in such a way that you can't understand the logic so easily. Right? You can't understand the logic so easily. So that's why slightly lengthy. So let's discuss this IT paper now. Intelligence test. So over here, look at the question number 126 from intelligence. So over here in intelligence, first question, choose the option that will replace the question mark. The number base they gave, right? So 3, 4, 14, 5, 6, 32, 8, 9 question mark. So over here, the only thing you need to be careful is the numbers what they gave. There is a logic behind that, right? So 3, 4, 14. So let's see that with an on the board. I'll tell with an that you'll understand clearly. Okay, 3 and 4, 14. The logic behind this is 3, 4, 14, right? So 3 into 4 plus 2. 12 plus 2 becomes 14, right? So apply the same logic. Same way 5 into 6 plus 2. 30 plus 2 becomes 32. So 8 into 9 plus 2. 72 plus 2 becomes 74. So the answer for this question is option 3. Option 3 is the answer for this, okay? Sorry, option 4 is the answer. 72. Option 4 is the answer. 74. Next. Option 3, right? Yes, sorry. So option 3 is the correct one, 74. Next. Check that. Let's see the next question now. In this question, find the odd one out. Alfonso, Kesar, Malgova, Sharbati. As I don't know how many of them are aware of this. These are all the flavors of mango. Right? All the flavors of mango. Alfonso, the famous one. Right? Most of them might have heard that. But Kesar and Malgova are also flavors of mangoes. But Sharbati is not a flavor of mango. So the odd one out is option 4. Next question number 128. Find the odd one out. Rhombus, square, rectangle, kite. Rhombus, square, rectangle, kite. So among all of them, rhombus 4 sides, square 4 sides, rectangle 4 sides, kite is also 4 sides. But rhombus all sides are equal, square all sides are equal, rectangle opposite sides are equal. But kite is slightly different one from this choice. Okay. Next question number. Yes, Radhika, it's very difficult. I can't say very easy one. Okay, 74. Yes, option C. Okay. Now, next, let's see the next question. Kite is the answer, correct? Next, question number 129. Scissors, knife, axe, hammer. Very straight away. Actually, the same question we did a lot many times, right? Scissors, knife, axe. All the three are used for cutting, but hammer is not used for cutting. So the answer is option 4. Option 4 is the answer. Next, question number 130. 36, 225, 1225. I guess slightly many of the students might have faced a difficulty in this, right? So let's discuss this question. Okay, 36, 225, 1225 question mark. Okay, so how to do this question means, so 36, 225, right? Yeah, and 1225. What is the logic? As these are all the squares of numbers, right? Squares of numbers. 6 square, 15 square. And this is 35 square, question mark. So from 6 square to 9, how much the gap is? 9. I mean 6 to 9 I am talking about. 15 minus 6 is 9. And same way, 15 to 35, the gap is 20. So here the gap is 11. And the next one should be 920, no? The next one should be 22. So it should be like 42. So 35 plus 42, 77. 77 square I need to calculate, okay? 77 square. So that we'll be getting the answer as 5929, okay? 5929 is the answer for this question. I don't know how many of them has tried this, but the logic is slightly a difficult one, okay? So the answer for this question is 5929, which is option 3. Right, option 3. Next, 1641. This is also an analogy one. 16 gives 41 and 20 gives what? So over here also, the logic, the cracking of the logic is slightly a difficult one. But this logic also we did a lot many times in the institute, right? So let's discuss that. 16 gives 41. So the only possibility is if you're looking at the numbers, they are not the squares. And the difference is also not the same. So what to do? Multiply number and add. The logic what I told right before. So 16 gives 41, right? and 20 gives a question mark. 16 multiplied by 3, 48, subtract 7, we'll get 41. Apply the same logic, 20 multiplied by 3, 60 minus 7, 53. Yes, this option is there. So that's nothing but option 2. Okay, that's nothing but option 2. Yes, 53. Next question number 132. So find the missing number. In this particular missing number, 4, 8, 256, 32. If you look at this numbers carefully, that's like a cycle. From 4 to 8 multiplied by how much? 2. Let's see that on the board. You'll understand in a very clear way. So 4 to 8, 8 to 32, 32 to 256. It's multiplied by 2, multiplied by 4, multiplied by 8. 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. Apply the same logic for this. 5, 15, and what is the next number? 135, question mark. Into 3, into 9. So 3 power 1, 3 power 2. 3 power 3 means 27. But the problem over here is that they didn't give the answer. 135 multiplied by 27 means you're getting 3645. Okay, 3645. But 3645 is not there. So the closest answer is option 2. But basically you don't have the answer. The answer is not given here. Okay. So the answer for this question is, the closest answer is option 2. Next. Mostly it will be an add score. Okay, don't worry. Next question number 133. In 133 also, they gave a diagram, right? So 8, 3, 6, 4. This is also a tricky one. The number based diagrams are always a tricky one, right? So let's see this logic, what happens with this logic. So as we keep on telling this circular logic, multiply or add and subtract like that. Let's see the logic now. So 8, if you look at the numbers, if I add all of them, I won't get any number related to the center one. So what is the logic we need to do? Let's see that on the board. Okay. Okay. So over here, 8 plus 6, add 8 and 6. Okay, because 8 and 6 are opposite to each other. Add 8 and 6 and add 3 and 4 also. But subtract them. Okay, 14 minus 7, which is 7. That is equal to the center number. Apply the same logic for the other two diagrams also. 5 plus 7 minus 5 plus 1. So what happens over here? 5 plus 7 becomes 12 and 5 plus 1 becomes 6. 12 minus 6 becomes again 6. Okay, we got that number also. Let's see the last number. 6 plus 4 minus 0 plus 5, right? 6 plus 4 minus 0 plus how much? 5, okay, whatever. 10 minus 5. So we got the answer as 5. So the answer, we got the answer as, wait, sorry. Logic. But see, these are the numbers, but in the center they all are minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, right? So 6, 5, 4. Okay, 6, 5, 4. So the answer is option 3. Option 3 is the correct one. Okay, option 3 is the, because final answers are again subtracted by 1. That is the logic, okay? Very tricky one. So option 3 is the correct one. Understood? Next, question number 134. Decipher the pattern. Again, a diagram based numbers, right? 547 like that. Okay. So over here also, 547, 1177, 6 and everything. Okay. Let's see this on the board again. So if you look at the number 547, that's completely different. But 5 into 7, 35 plus 540, something like that, right? So let's see the logic clearly. Let's see it on the board. So 547. What is the other numbers? 11, 77, 6 and 3 question mark 9. We'll do one thing. Add all plus ones here. So what do I get? 8, 7, 10. Now multiply the first number and last number. 5 into 8, 40. 11 into 7, 77. 3 into 10, 30 is the answer. Yes, we have the answer in the options, right? So 30 is the answer for this question. That's nothing but option 4. Option 4 is the answer. Okay. Next question number 135. They gave again a diagram based one. This time non-verbal they gave a lot, right? So it's fine. Okay. AFC question mark IL. So over here also in this question mark, as whenever the alphabets are given, obviously the forward position or backward position. But A to F, F to C, it's going forward and backward, right? So first let's try this alphabetical position with numbers. Alphabetical position with numbers. Like when I write the alphabets from A to Z, A stands for 1, C stands for 3, like that, right? So let's write the numbers first so that you might crack the logic, right? So over here, writing it on a board. So what they gave? A, F, C, question mark, I, L, right? So the numbers 1, 6, 3 question mark, and again 9 and then 12, right? So if you look at this, okay, so the logic is slightly easy one, okay, 1 into 3, like the multiples of 3, 3 2s, okay, 3 3s, 3 4s. The missing one might be 3 5s, which is 15. According to alphabets, the position of the number 15 is nothing but O. Letter O is at the 15th place, right? So the answer is option 3. Option 3 is the answer. Okay. Option 3 is the answer for this question. Next. Let's see the next question. This is also diagram based, but directly they're asking this water image, right? Water image, always we know this water image is all about the top change to bottom and bottom change to top. So if you look at the diagram, the top one will come down, I mean the bottom. So now, if you look at this diagram carefully, 135 question option 3, okay? So if you look at the diagram carefully, the top one will come below, which means that will be what? The top will come to bottom, bottom will come to top. That, I mean, in right and left condition is only for mirror image, right? But here they're asking water image. So top will come to bottom, bottom will come to top. So the correct answer is option 4. So the answer for this question is option 4. Okay, question number 137. Here they're asking mirror image. The right will change to left, left will change to right. So that's nothing but option 2, correct. Now question number 138. Here if you look at the diagram, the 6-sided one went inside, right? And the inside square came outside. Inside square came outside. Okay, inside square came outside. That is the logic. So inside triangle should come out, right? The remaining diagram is not changed. So triangle, if it come out, means that the answer is option 1. 138 option 1. Okay. Next question number 139. 2 by 5 gives 8 by 25. 11 by 15 gives what? If you look at this analogy question, 2 gives 8 means that's nothing but 2 cube. 2 cube. Cube of the numerator and square of the denominator. Same way the square of denominator means what? 15 square? 25. 11 cube is 1331. So that's nothing but option 1. Cube of the numerator and square of the denominator, like 11 square, 11 cube and 15 square. If the word math is coded as 26240, then the code for the book. So here as they gave the alphabet and the number, if you look at the numbers carefully, M26A2, from that numbering only you can understand. As I told you to remember the alphabetical position also. A is at first place, that is okay, but they gave it as 2, means the number became double, right? So that's why the position of M is 13, but they gave the answer as 26. And the position of T is at 20, but they gave the code as 40. So the positions became double. The position became double. So if I apply the same logic, B is at second place. Double of 2 is what? 4. The double of 2 is 4. So the only possibility is option 3. No need to check the other options also, because O is anyways 15. So double is 30, correct. K is also 11, became double 22. So the logic what we took, the doubling of numbers is correct. So the answer is option 3. Okay, next question number 141. I guess you might have get confused with this, but this is a very single line question. So A is shorter than B. So A is shorter than B, and A is shorter than B. There is a continuation of the sentence, not even a comma or not even a full stop. A is shorter than B but taller than C. B is shorter than D again. So in this, I'll read the question again. A is shorter than A is shorter than B. So B will come before A. Okay, but A is shorter than B but taller than C. Taller than C means A will be before C, right? But at the last thing, who is shorter than D again? Shorter than D means D will be coming first. Even if you don't know that D position also, that's not okay. But they told shorter, no? So who is the shortest fellow? C. Who is the shortest fellow? C. So that's nothing but option 3. Option 3 is the answer for this question. Okay. So this is the one, this is the order we got. So the answer for this question is the shortest fellow is option C. I mean the shortest person is C, and the correct option is 3. Correct. Okay. Now clock and calendar. This time they didn't give the question on clock, but they gave it on calendar. That's to a basic one, right? 8th April falls on Monday, and which day it will be on? 30th May. Okay. Actually, this question is also a wrong one, but let's see why it is a wrong thing. I'll explain it. This is also an add score actually. Okay, because you don't have an answer for this. So what did they give? Let's do it on the board. Okay. So what? 8th April. 8th April they gave it on Monday. Basically April will have 30 days. So remaining will be 22 days. And they're asking to find on 30th May. So 30. So total days are how many? 52. So as always, we need to divide the number of days with 7 and take out the remainder. So the base Monday plus 3 days. Monday after 3 days means what? Monday after count it. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the answer for this question is Thursday. Okay. But there is no answer. So this is also a wrong one. Okay. Thursday is the answer. You don't have it in the options. Okay, so this might be an add score for sure. Next, question number 3. This is also an add score. So, if the English alphabets are divided into equal halves, A to M and N to Z, A corresponds to N. Means if I write the alphabets from A to M, under that write N to Z. So, A for N, B for O, like that. So, A corresponds to N. So, B will be like O. So if I write it like this, in the later half, the corresponding letter of K they're asking. What is the corresponding letter of K? So this is a basic one, and the answer is like a very easy one also. Just you need to write the alphabets according to that. Okay, the logic is simple. I'm telling it in an easy way. A, B, C, D, like that if I write till M. Okay, till M. And N, O, P, Q till Z. Okay. So what is the corresponding position of K? Because the problem over here is if I write the alphabets accordingly, you need to know the numbering so that it will be easy actually. Without knowing the numbering also we can do like a K, L, M. Right? This is an easy. Z after Y and this is X. So the corresponding position of K is what? X, which is nothing but option 1. Option 1 is the answer for this. Clear? Okay. KX. Next, question number 144. They're asking to write the meaningful sequence, the logical sequence. This is a very easy one, right? Everyone knows this plant, stem, root and all. So accordingly, if you observe the first part is root, then stem, right? So it starts with D. D and then stem, DC. Of course, two options we are having, D and C. Root, stem, and then what? Leaf, flower. I mean leaf, flower, fruit. Right? So, DC will be common. C after stem after what? Leaf should come. Right? So, answer is option 4. Option 4 is the correct one. Okay, so question number 144, we got the answer as option 4. Let's discuss the next question, question number 145. So for a thermometer, they gave temperature. We know that everyone we use the instrument thermometer to measure temperature. Same way, which instrument we use to measure current in scientific devices, which you learned in GK, right? So we use ammeter to measure current. So the answer for this question is what? First option, ammeter. Okay. Next, the next question is related to arranging the given words in dictionary order. This time they gave both the questions, right? Logical order as well as dictionary order. So in dictionary order, as we can see that AE, AE, AM, AC. So as we know that second letters are A. So obviously the A or B will come first. A, E, R, S, T, D. So obviously A will come first. This is the first one. Okay. So A will be coming first. Next after that, B will be coming then. AB after D, because A, C, G, L, E, D, H. Among H and I, obviously H will come first, right? A, C, D is the common one. I mean, sorry, A, B, D. A, B, D is the answer, but A, B, D is only for first option. I mean, sorry, one option. Option 3 is the correct answer, right? A, B, D is only for the one of the option. That is nothing but option 3. So the answer for this question is option 3. No need to think about the other words, because that is the smart way. Because once if I get the major answer, okay, no need to do the other parts. Because the other options are not even close enough, right? So you can stop it. So option 3 is the correct one. Coming to question number 147. Find the missing word. So over here, what they mentioned, pie cake. Like among the cake, pie is also one of the kind of a cake, right? Pie. Especially in the Christmas season, they'll mention that pie cakes, right? So the same way, don't think like pi and pi symbol they gave. Pi is like a kind of a cake. Same way, pi, the symbol pi is related to what? Mathematics. As the word pi is related to type of a cake, same way the symbol pi is related to what? Mathematics. So the answer for this question is option 3. Option 3 is the correct one. Okay. Now question number 148. Work Joule. So as you have studied this science part also, the SI unit of work is Joule. Same way, for which quantity the SI unit is what? The SI unit of which quantity is what? Power, right? So the answer for this question is option 4. Okay. Next. Question number 149. In 149th question, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, Kohima what? These are the capitals, right? State capitals. Capital of Tamil Nadu is Chennai, and same way, which state capital is Kohima? Nagaland, right? So the answer for this question is option 1. Option 1 is the answer for this question. Now coming to the last question, question number 150. ZXV. If you look at the alphabets, each letter is being skipped by 2 positions, I guess, right? WX, right? So let's see that in detail. Like first option, ZXV. If you take it in the reverse order, V after W after X. I'll write it on a board so that you'll understand in a very clear way. So what are the ones they gave? Sharing the board. Yes. Look at the board. So what are the things they gave? ZXV, ZXV, LJH, LJH, IGE, IGE. They're asking us to find the wrong one actually, odd one or wrong one, whatever. UTR, PNL. Okay, I wrote all the options. PNL. So V after, all are going backward by 2 letters, 2 letters. Letters, 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 2 letters. All the letters are going backward by 2 letters, 2 letters. This is not just 1 letter, 2 letter, 2 letter, 2 letter. So except this UTR, all the remaining options are going backward by 2 letters, 2 letters. So the odd one is what? UTR. UTR is the odd one. Okay. UTR is the odd one. Okay. you look at this carefully, the letters are being skipped just by two letters only, na? -2, -2, -2, -2. They are going backward by two letters. So except option, UTR, all are satisfying the common logic. So the odd one out is what? UTR. So the answer for this question is option 3. Option 3 is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, coming to intelligence test, on an average out of 25 questions, 22, 23, 24. This is like a very good score. Okay, because few questions, they made it in a tricky way. Right? Especially this, there are few add score also, not a problem. This 4 people shorter and taller, that logic is slightly tricky. Because they didn't mention the position of D, no? And this 135 question is also slightly tricky, the alphabetical one. 134, 133. Slightly a tricky one. That's why I'm telling 22, 23, 24 is a very good score for intelligence test. Okay. So hope you all enjoyed the live session, and mostly you have understood the key sheet or the answer sheet of all the questions from mathematics and intelligence. As we discussed this set L, okay. As we discussed set L, no need to worry. The remaining sets also will have the same questions, but the questions will be slightly jumbled. Okay. So please check your key and get back to us. So please like and share and subscribe to our channel to get more and more interesting videos. Soon we'll be having a lot more key sheets and lot more topics will be discussed in our channel. So please try to like, share and subscribe our channel. Okay. So all the very best for your future. Hope your efforts have been put well and your results will also come well. Don't need to worry about that. The paper for mathematics is slightly lengthy. So the score also, that's why I told 42, 43, 44, 45. These marks are very much, I'm not talking about the marks, the number of questions, okay? 42, 43, 44. The number of questions, if they are correct, then it is a very good score. Coming to IT also, 22, 23, 24, that's a very good number of questions attempt. Which are correct, okay? So all the very best. Thanks a lot, everyone. Okay. That's it. Bye, everyone. Thank you.